Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is Game 2 between Mystery and LiquidRet of the Round of 32 series, best of 3 from the WCS 2015 Championship that wrapped up on June 28th. And this is Expedition Lost, the latter edition. Alright, spoiler alert. In case you did not catch Game 1, I'm going to spoil it for you. It was a really good PvZ. Mystery actually won. He's actually an underdog because he's an amateur player, at least according to me. And in the bottom left of Expedition Lost, we have the blue Zerg player LiquidRet, and in the top right, we have the red Protoss player Mystery. So again, back to that game 1. We actually need to give him a big game 1, don't we? Yes, we do. 1 there in this best of 3, so in a pretty good position. But he won with pretty much like a Zealot Templar Void Ray composition. And I think Rhett handled it well. He went Hydras and Queens and a bunch of Lings in there as well, but it really wasn't enough a few times. I thought Mystery was dead, but Rhett just wasn't quite able to handle the death ball that was coming his way, and in the end, he did fall. So, 1-0 lead here for Mystery. We are on to game number 2, planting a Forge here at the front. A Forge fast expand might actually try to cannon out the natural here. Is that what we're going to see from this probe? Kind of running back and forth. The probe actually deciding to chase down this... Oh, there we go. And actually, Rhett going again for the expansion at the gold. The cannon might end up here to try to deal with that. The drones being pulled off the line to say, oh no, the cannon is on its way up. There is a very much surface area for these drones to hit. Only troop drones can attack at a time on anything here. I don't know. This is a very good position for Rhett whatsoever. The drone kind of mineral walking through all of these units. Actually, 3 now. Can attack this photon cannon. I don't think it's enough to kill it, though. It will be very injured by the time it pops up. This cannon, yeah, that one does get canceled. These cannons, I think, are going to finish, but the Lings have popped in here. A lot of cannons coming up for Mystery. He is devoting a lot of resources to make this happen. Cannon does finish and gets, I think, 2 shots off killing a single Ling, but I think the Zerglings are here. They should be able to get a handle on these cannons before they can pop. Yep, that one dies. How many can attack this? I think 2. Only 1 Ling can attack that. That's actually a little bit interesting here. The hatchery does pop. Rhett does not cancel it. The probe on hold position here. This cannon needs to do a lot of work for Mystery. And is it going to be able to do it? No. The Lings finally managed to take it down. I think the drones actually got the final kill there. So that's it. Mystery sacrificed a lot of resources to try to take this down. He wasn't able to do it. Excellent response there from Rhett. Mystery now taking Nexus as well, but all this extra income from Rhett's going to be huge. The Ling harass was actually really good for Rhett as well in game 1. We'll have to see if we can wall this off in time. The probe holding the line, I'm not sure if that is a tight wall for Zerglings or not. There's a cannon here, which is really useful, and yeah, the Lings decided to back out. They're not even going to try to run through there, that is for sure. This pylon's still up. Just kind of getting some vision exactly what the drone count is for Rhett. Creep tumor coming up as well. Nothing really happening in the main base. We have a spawning pool, but no speed, which is a little bit interesting. Again, as a Zerg player, if you get cannoned out like that, you need to make Lings. You need to actually use drones to kill stuff. And you're going to feel like you're so behind, even if you do manage to hold it off. But look, Rhett's up 25 to 24 harvesters. He doesn't have speed yet, but that is okay. Again, because Mystery cut so many workers to make that happen. Finally, the forward pylon does go down. These Lings trying to work on these back rocks. Okay, it's ice, but it looks like rocks, right? Rocky ice. There's a pylon here to check exactly the status of that ice. Probably throw a cannon up here if it gets a little bit too scary with these Lings. But again, Lings take forever to kill back rocks. Spines do better. I think we saw Jadong versus Elfie replay a couple weeks ago where proxy hatch into Spines into take down this ice into win the game for Jadong. It was kind of insane. Alright, Slowlings trying to chase this probe around. You do not want probes loose on the map because they can put up proxy things. Oh, what did I just say? Rhett, come on. You can't let this probe out because he puts up proxy pylons and makes proxy stargates and super annoying things that you have to worry about. And even just scouting is really bad. You don't want to let a probe scout you just for no reason. And still no speed actually coming up for Rhett. He does not want these Lings to be fast at all. I guess he doesn't need them to be at this point. That's the other thing. If you hold off a cannon rush from a Protoss player, they're usually going to be desperately trying to get back into the game. In the probe count, they really aren't going to put too much pressure on you for the most part. I mean, I guess you probably want to scout Stalker at the top of the ramp, dealing with those Lings just fine. And where'd the probe go? See, probes are sneaky. They are sneaky, hiding behind these ferns, making sure nobody can see him, and actually decides not to do anything yet. So maybe I was wrong to call him sneaky. Maybe he was just taking a break. Maybe he was like, look, man, I got pounded on by Zerglings. A queen shot at me. I'm going to sit behind these ferns and be safe and take a breather and then kind of run around. And here we come. The hunt for the probe is on. Lings popping out across the left side to the right side of the map. The probe trying to hide. I'm not sure if the probe knows the Lings are trying to kill it. But here they come. They're coming around here. Said this is a good place to put proxy scariness, or maybe Rhett is map hacking, because he came right to where this probe was. Again, they don't have speed, but the probe's not actually running away very well, and boof, dies just inside the ferns, the place where he was always happy. It was good to see the probe die in a place that was very comfortable for him. Like, third base here is up for Rhett. It's weird to call this the third, but it actually is. This is more of the natural because it came out second, I suppose. A small poke coming out from Mystery with some sentries and stalkers and a zealot. Just making sure nothing crazy is over here at the third base before he sends a probe over to take that third. Warp gate is being researched as well. Mothership core comes out at the 9-minute mark. That is a late Mothership core, to be sure. What else is he doing? Hydra Den, just about to finish. Spire now started, +1 missile attack. Glial Reconstitution. Looks like a Roach Hydra play again for our friend Rhett. Mystery not really going for those Colossus, which I feel like would be a good choice here in Art of the Swarm against a Roach Hydra composition. But again, Mystery did beat Rhett in game 1, so he probably knows what he's doing a little bit better than I do. Again, he is a Chinese player, and I think it said he was the first Chinese player to compete in a foreign tournament outside of China or something like that, or at least this level of a premier tournament, which is pretty cool. So good for him. And taking a game off Rhett, no doubt, or no doubt. Taking a game off Rhett besides, I guess is the better way to say that. Zealots here at the front door with their cool ponytails moving on out. Are we actually going to put some pressure on is the question. This creep spread, again, I know it started from the middle of the map, but it's actually kind of insane. All the way up, you can actually see the ramp to the natural and see the back rocks as well. Roaches coming in, and they take down the ice. The ice is down. Oh no, the roaches get distracted though by this zealot and by the stalker, and the sentry is going to head on down, going to try to kill them. Good force fields, making sure the roaches cannot follow them, but you can't follow them back to the ramp either. What are you going to do? Cannons up. Oh, you have sentries here. That is exactly what you need. Mystery playing this pretty darn well, actually. The cannon can now go to town on these roaches all day. Look, there are 2 sentries here. You're not getting up this ramp, Rhett, unless the sentries fall asleep. What are you doing, sentries? No! Sentries, oh, they fell asleep on the job. Didn't throw down a single force field. Everything gets canceled. The roaches are inside the base. This is why Protoss players hate back doors. And the game gets recovered from replay. I guess it crashed, but anyway, we didn't experience that. So roaches doing what they can to take down all of these stalkers, all of these sentries. Pretty random force fields, but catching a few of them inside here. That is good. More stalkers actually getting warped on in. Holding it fairly well here is Mystery. The sentry's moving to the back. Can we do a photon overcharge? No, we cannot for some reason. The Mothership core unable to do that. And the roaches are actually forced to retreat. I thought for sure Mystery was dead there. Wow, he is down 70 to 45 harvesters. A lot of bases being taken by Rhett now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total bases now to 2 for Mystery. Has not felt comfortable enough to take that third yet, which might be a bad thing. Alright, so we have Lings, we have some roaches. It's 133 to 96 supply in favor of Rhett. Rhett really wants revenge for that game 1. Taking down a pylon for no reason. Actually ignoring the pylon because it's really not doing anything right now for Mystery. Here we come. Do we have any immortals in this army? We do not. 16 Hydras popping out. The +1 flyer attacks as well. These, oh, taking down the rocks. So the Lings have to go around, I guess. Yeah, the Lings can't be involved in this battle for just a little bit. Swinging around the left side. Here we go. We're going to take out the gold expansion. Mystery? No, we are not. Do we have an observer with this group? We don't. We don't have an observer. Why not? Why don't we have an observer? All right, that's fine. Here we go. The Lings not in a great position here. There are zealots in the front. There we go. Backing on out. They don't want to go into that choke and die for no reason whatsoever. Another pylon gets poked at, but no. Doesn't actually die. Creep tumor. Oh, gets sniped. Boom. It is now dead. Another forward pylon by Mystery. He loves these, but here we go. Committing fully here is Rhett with the Hydras, with the roaches, with the Lings. The Lings up front actually getting sliced to death by these Zealots. And the Zealots surviving a lot better than I thought. But man, Hydras are so scary against a gateway-only army like this. It is a very dangerous spot to be in for Mystery. Can he hold it? The Stalkers slowly getting whittled down by the Hydras. The Hydras do have +1/+1, and that's it. Mystery calls the GG. LiquidRet ties up the series 1 game to 1. We'll move on to game 3 here tomorrow. But Thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and saw today to catch my daily Starcraft 2 and Legacy of the Void casts. 2 a day, pretty amazing stuff. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all /Falcon Paladin, easy to remember. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.